Tuesday night baseball from U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball is next. Carlos Rodon will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he just hasn't been able to get anyone out. Hitters are hitting over 300 against him this year. We'll see if something changes in this one.
Danny Santana heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hard liner toward short. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
And this is what you want when you're facing a young starter. Get him in the stretch right away. Make him uncomfortable out there. He's in trouble already after a leadoff single.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And that is huge for him too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a liner. Foul. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A runner at first with no outs here. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Right fielder.
Back-to-back, very hard hit balls to start the ball game, and he whistles this one for a base hit. They're in good shape to make something happen here in the very first inning.
Miguel Sano will step in now. Currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, but with a chance to add to his total early on.
Yeah, and he's such a young player, too. You know, it's great for baseball as a sport when we've got such dominating young players like him making their mark, and it's so much fun to watch.
Line drive to center field. Eaton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be the difference maker, as he often is. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard to short. Rollins with a great stop. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. It's the Twins nothing. White Sox coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ricky Nolasco gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
On his way to the plate is the center fielder Adam Eaton to get things started here in the home half of the first.
The center fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Plouffe is there, though will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Melky Cabrera will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
That's a big-time throw right there. I mean, a big-time throw. Anytime you can get this guy, you've done something.
Nolasco's ready. Here's the 1-1. Taken high and deep to right. Sano going back on it. Still going back. Gone! A solo home run for Melky Cabrera. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets him the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Batting third, designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Escobar is up with it. In time to first, and there are two away. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Todd Frazier will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Chopped weakly to the left. Plouffe takes it in. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Second inning coming up, and it's quickly 1-0 Chicago. Joe Mauer will take his first cuts now. 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Number 7, Joe Mauer.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Cabrera going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we check out the Twins leaderboard, you can see he currently sits third on the ball club in that category.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. He does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Kurt Suzuki will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with one out.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. For Mauer, he's up to 22 in the doubles column with that last two-bagger. No one out with a runner at second. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Lowry's there and reined in, one away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, we all know the Todd father from the home run hitting contest. The guy has as much power as anybody in the game, but he's also a gold glove threat. Still a great third baseman with ability to make some outlandish diving stops. Plays one of the most difficult positions as well as anybody in the game. Quick reflexes, ice-cold veins. Man, he can play.
He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton, moving to his left, makes the play, and there are two gone now. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Deoner Navarro gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Catcher, Deoner Navarro.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Nolasco steps into his windup. Here it is on 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reactions, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Brett Laurie is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Set to deal on 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Rosario, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Laurie. 8th home run on the season for him as the White Sox move ahead 2-1.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche.
Adam.
And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Enters play here at 279. 5 homers and 29 driven in. Oh and 1, here it comes. Right side and right into the shift. There is Dozier. Throw to first in time to get LaRoche, and that's the second out.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Avisail Garcia will get his first opportunity now. 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a liner, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We return to Chicago after this. Eddie Rosario steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. Swing and a liner, but foul. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. So it's a ground ball single to left for him here, his second hit tonight. And as we check out the Twins leaderboard, you can see he currently sits 3rd on the ball club in that category.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, that's a good job of getting that run right back. He puts a good swing on this ball, and he makes sure that that lead doesn't last long as he ties the game up on the RBI double.
Here's Miguel Sano. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Shot toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. But he'll recover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads-up play there to get that second out.
Joe Mauer.
Striding into the box, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
And a good job there keeping the inning alive. That's all you needed to do. Well, now one more 2-out knock and they get that run right back.
Kurt Suzuki steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 4-2.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
That is now 8 hits he's already allowed, and we haven't even made it out of the 3rd inning yet. I heard someone once say, he's coming apart like a $39 suit out there. He'd better find his command, and fast.
Brian Dozier will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Garcia at the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Minnesota leads this one 4-2. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Twins are challenging.
Okay, well, we're going to get
play.
one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Has been overturned. And the
One away now. Here's Adam Eaton. Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Nolasco looks in. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Stepping in, Melky Cabrera. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And it was a breaking ball that he hit out, and he just sat on it.
Lays off 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Settling in now, Jose Abreu. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on 1 base hit, 3 errors in the inning, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Twins lead it 4-2. Eduardo Escobar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch on its way. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
This has got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, he wasn't too sharp his last time out. He's not fooling anybody right now. He's just not pitching at a level he's capable of. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Here comes the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started, so they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Danny Santana digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. From the stretch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and how about that double play? Wow.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center after it is eaten. And that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Todd Frazier is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Nolasco gets his sign. Here it is on 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. And this is low, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro 2-0. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. Just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a 1-out base runner.
In now, Brett Laurie. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
He's already up to 51 pitches now, and he's only lasted 3 1/3 so far.
A 1-0 pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox, still down by a count of 4-2. Miguel Sano heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you got to have at this level.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Still 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Down the third baseline. Frazier's up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First offering on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Joe Mauer digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera coasts under it, 2 gone.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody on that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Matt Albert is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here's Brian Dozier now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
4 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for Minnesota thus far. On the ground to third. Frazier is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Avisail Garcia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on leading off the inning.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Escobar retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Bounced weakly near the plate, but it gets foul. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, they're setting up a way, and you'll see him go out of the zone to help him out. Hey, as a pitcher, there's nothing you like more.
In now is Adam Eaton. Swing and a line drive, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Yeah. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Sano. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 4-2. Eduardo Escobar will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The left fielder,
Yeah, and he had to
number
range
20,
deep for this
Eddie
one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. We're in the sixth inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Line hard toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Around first, on his way to second now.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Standing in now, Danny Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
The batter, number 9.
Eduardo Nunez steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
In there, strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, good spot on the black for strike two.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
The batter, right fielder.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Miguel Sano. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. But he just missed his extra bases. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here it comes, 0-2. Tap fouled at home plate. 2 out here and a runner at second. Got him swinging in the dirt. Navarro finds it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox 2. Melky Cabrera will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming, here it is. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Plouffe is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Jose Abreu stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail 5-2. Back here on the south side of Chicago. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Zach Putnam will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Zach Putnam.
Trevor Plouffe will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Trevor Plouffe.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll take a look at ball 1. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 0-1 delivery. Drilled on the ground to short. One there. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox 2. Leading off the inning, Deanna Navarro. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Brett Laurie will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Nolasco comes set. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Boy, that's just excellent concentration right there. You know, a lot of guys will try to put one eye on the bat and one eye on the ball. But he was determined to get that lead man, and a good throw gets it done.
Adam LaRoche will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Here it comes on 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
So here is Avisail Garcia, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
2 out with the man at first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Brian Dozier comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Brian Dozier.
Pitch on the way. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall.
Yeah, this would have been sensational if he gets it, but once it gets by him in left field, it's a sure double.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Eddie Rosario steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Well, it's becoming pretty clear that that's how they want to attack him. Run that cutter in on his hands, hopefully get him to hit something down on the label.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the throw to LaRoche is in time. 2 gone. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point. Danny Santana steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And they take another single right here too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Very softly hit to the left side. And this is going to get right over the head of LaRoche. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all. And as a result, the run is in to score.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3:30 sign near the bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Well, and if this game's not totally in the bag now, it sure feels awfully close. This is going to make the score now 7-2. And with the trouble they've had scoring so far, closing what will be a minimum of a 5-run gap might be just a little bit too much to ask.
Jake Petrichka will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Jake Petrichka.
Miguel Sano will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. For Nunez, he reaches the 20 mark in doubles with that last 2-bagger. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Jimmy Rollins will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, folks, he's been one of the best in the American League so far this year. Currently 3rd in that department. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way onto the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
Here's Melky Cabrera as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And he drops it.
And hey, you know what? This game is not over. I mean, if these guys can string a few hits together, they can get right back in this.
Jose Abreu will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter swing at pitches that are off the plate.
And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And now a run comes across.
That's just a great job of alert base running right there. You can't just assume he's going to take third and stop there. So once that runner sees they're having trouble with it behind the plate, he just keeps right on going and scores from second base.
1 out and a runner on second base. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, you know he's going to be happy to finally come away with that strikeout, but he's so deep into the start right now, and you hate to burn through that many pitches on one hitter as he did right there. Those at-bats, they seem to take a little bit more energy out of you later in the game than maybe back in the first or second inning.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Cabrera rounds third and heads for home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 7-4 contest.
Well, apparently they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Deonder Navarro steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. The Twins are in front, 7-4. The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field and baseball on the show. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Trevor Plouffe, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
You want to see what a good hard slider can do when you get it in on the label? Here you go in show motion. That is effective pitching, let me tell you.
So here's Joe Mauer, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Shallow center. Eaton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Kurt Suzuki comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. To his right, Frazier. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They hold a 7-4 lead. Striding in to start the 9th, Brett Laurie, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Second baseman, number 15.
Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Perkins comes set. Here's the 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
hit hard to short. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Adam LaRoche will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Swing and a miss as LaRoche finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a touch outside, 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Yeah, and now just 1 out away from wrapping up this one, and that would certainly be a good way to start the series if they can take game 1 on the road.
Avisail Garcia makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1. The win would be credited to Ricky Nolasco, barring any late turnaround. One and one, here it is. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Rosario, but he won't get there. It falls in. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
The batter, number 10, shortstop.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Jimmy Rollins comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Give your guys a chance to make something big happen.
Comes set, now the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 0-1. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Adam Eaton will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He's set and the pitch. This is line to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time he stepped to the plate.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 7-5. Good night from Chicago.